Let's talk about the content of this extended season finale and then discuss what might happen in Season 2 of Blood of My Blood and Outlander's final season. Claire and Uncle Lamb. I love the 20th century scenes because they finally showed us Uncle Lamb, who is supposed to have made Claire who she is. He was so sympathetic and charismatic, what a lovely man. Additionally, Claire was utterly adorable. I must admit that I wept when she said, "See you soon," as her parents boarded the train. And I don't know if you noticed, but I mentioned this in my video from last week. Their train tickets had the number 1714, which is the year they end up in after accidentally time traveling. Such a great little Easter egg that I wanted to mention again, just in case you missed it while watching the episode. As book readers and show watchers know, this is the last time Claire sees her parents. She is aware that her parents died in a car accident when she was 5, and her uncle took care of her for a long time. Now, will Blood of My Blood alter this? We'll discuss that later in the video. Jocasta. Due to the fact that Jocasta was this episode's most beloved character, I felt the need to specifically mention her. Although we didn't see much of her throughout the season, her scenes here more than compensated. Although I must admit that she was probably convinced after hearing that Murtaugh was hurt, she was still lovely, despite the fact that she assisted Brian and Ellen. Some of you, I'm sure, thought she would be the fake bride we saw in the teaser, pretending to be Ellen so her sister could run away. However, it turns out that the bride was Maura Grant, a completely different individual. That surprised me, but I loved her character from the beginning. She seems smart and funny, and I can't wait to see more of her in Season 2, because we know from the books that she and Duel have a few children. Murtaugh. Murtaugh, who made the decision to assist his cousin Brian despite the fact that men were attempting to kill them and completely ignored his own feelings for Ellen, was another hero of the episode. It also turns out I was right about Colm ordering Brian's death. Although there were numerous theories, some of you even commented on it in my previous videos, I was certain that Colm would fulfill his promise to Ellen. Anyway, Murtaugh giving that gift to Ellen was really sweet, and leaving to go hunting so the two could remain alone together was very thoughtful. Ellen and Brian, they were going to run away, which we all expected, but I wasn't expecting it to be this dramatic, especially with Malcolm Grant's death. Over the last few weeks, I've been defending Malcolm for being kind toward Ellen and not rushing things, being nice to everyone, including Henry. So, except for his final scene, did he deserve to die? No, I don't think so. Keep in mind that the woman he has loved since he was 7 years old left this man on his wedding day. Season 2. Stars confirmed the upcoming second season if you waited until the very end of the episode after the credits. It was first made public a few months ago, and since filming began in the summer, it is likely that they will finish it soon. So what could happen next? For Henry or Julia to travel to another time would mean the show takes place in 2 timelines, which might not work well. In Outlander, switching between timelines was also not something I particularly enjoyed. So, keeping Julia and Henry away from Brian and Ellen wouldn't make for the best viewing experience. Due to their lack of gemstones, I believe Julia and Henry may not be able to travel back in time. Remember, Henry made it look like Archbug was there to kill him, but we heard Malcolm say that Archbug was supposed to bring Henry back to him. Thus, it appears that Malcolm believed Henry could still be helpful. Archbug doesn't know Malcolm died, so there's no reason for him to kill Henry on the spot. He could bring Henry back to the Grants, and Julia and William could go back to Simon, making it feel like the first season all over again. Let's say that they did possess gemstones without realizing it. In that case, Henry placing Julia's hand on the stones suggests that Julia and William would travel first. But where would they go? Claire was Henry's final word. Therefore, they probably considered her. This suggests that they could travel to a time when Claire is still alive, possibly in the 1770s, when Jamie and Claire are in America. However, things might alter at any moment. Henry could travel to see Claire in a different time if Julia put her hand on the stones, but William and Julia would remain in the past. What are your thoughts? Will they travel, or will they be forced to remain in the past because of the lack of gemstones? Let's discuss it in the comments. As for when we'll see these characters again, Outlander Season 8 is set to premiere in early 2026, though it's uncertain whether we'll see any Blood of My Blood characters there. As for Blood of My Blood, I don't think Starz will release it in 2026. They might want to keep Outlander Season 8 for 2026 and release Blood of My Blood Season 2 in 2027, but filming should be finished by the end of this year. That's just my guess.